crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, so now we're on Forest Road 201. This thing is a long, bumpy ride. So we're gonna work our way over towards Dog Canyon for an overlook, hopefully around sunset. And then we're gonna start hunting some shelter for camp tonight because whew, it is ripping out there. Just ripping. And I don't think it's gonna let up. So let's see what we can do. A little bit more excitement here at the end of the day. It was a bit of a struggle. It's really slick underneath. I must have had a lot of rain here in the past couple days, and so you spin 1/2 an inch and it's like slick. Again, nothing here too terrible if it was dry underneath, but it's fun. That's fun. I love stuff like that. As you can probably tell by the evening light, I've been on this little spur of a trail for a while now. And the worst part about all of this is the sun is right in my eyes, glaring off of the cool, trendy Trail Edition hood, and makes it really hard to see these boulders and stuff that just come up out of nowhere. I've hit the diff like 3 times, which is not something we do often. This is the number one reason to have good skid plates, is when you lone wolf it, as we'll call it, and you don't have someone to spot and you don't have a second set of eyes, especially when you're towing a trailer, when you're thinking about another axle, it definitely would help to have some quality protection underneath. There's just something about these backcountry trails here in New Mexico. There's just not a popular area, so if you're looking for solitude, a bit of lone wolf travels, this is perfect. I've seen 2 vehicles all day long and just rocking and rolling on this Forest Road 201. I think I've lost 2 kidney stones, so we're working on that. That's a plus. But this is a fun trail. Sarah hates this trail because there's not much reward to it. You just kind of beat and bash your way along, and there's not really any views. There's not really anything that just makes you go, oh, I'm so glad I did that. But if you enjoy a bit of a challenge, if you enjoy a few technical things here and there, if you want to come and test your metal and your skid plates, this is a fun little trail. Seem I'm just a wee bit stuck. Didn't look that bad, just slick in the wrong spots. Well, we made it. Just in time for sunset, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Oh my goodness, guys. Just look at that. There's the wind. What a good end to a long day. You hear that? Me neither. I think the wind has finally died down. And we're in a pretty decent camp spot. So let's get out, get set up, bit of food, do it all over again tomorrow. All right. This is as good a spot as any, I think. Might want to try and tuck up in the trees a little bit. The wind is gone. That's the main thing. So I kind of feel a need to point out just how incredible these Light Force lights are. I want you to look at the coverage that I have. And I'm not even running super high ISO right now. So there's with the strikers and the 40-inch bar. But these little Rock 20s that we just shoot out to the side gives it such a nice coverage. And then the Rock 40s in the back just makes setup a breeze. Well, it would appear that I might have an issue with my air compressor. I just popped the air vent there, or I should say the air line, right next to the unit, and it blew out this oily yet slightly metallic substance on my hand. So it's also really loud, like twice as loud as it was previously. It happened when I was turning on that front locker earlier, and it was running smooth, and I hit the airlock button and getting ready to go up, and then all of a sudden it went and there's a definite vibration from the unit. So I don't know what it is. It seems to be pumping air. So I'm really hoping I can air up in the morning. Might check it out. Worst case scenario, I'll pull the spare tire off the trailer and the 4Runner and swap them out on the rear of the 4Runner, because that's where most of my weight rides. And then just limp it down to Queen, or if I have to, down to Carlsbad, just take it nice and slow. The good news is I have a new toy to keep an eye on tire temperatures. Right? So we'll get to test that out tomorrow. Not under the circumstances I had hoped, but we'll give them a try and show you exactly how these guys work. But not good. So for now, I'm just gonna let it run for a bit, see if it tops off the tank. That'll tell me if it's actually pumping air now. The good news is it is a dual compressor, so I'm hoping that if at least one side's gone, the other side's going to be giving me pressure. So we'll see how that works out. It does not sound happy right now. I have to say though, I know there'll be a lot of ARB haters that jump on this and tell their story, but we've had a lot of great luck with our ARB, and we've used it a ton. I mean a ton. So 5 years? Right at 5 years that I've had that thing. Pretty good for the work that it's done. I mean, it's run air tools and everything, so I hope the little guy's okay. Come on, guy. Fill up that air tank. Let me know you're okay. It's usually full by now. That wind is brutal. Good morning, by the way. Remember last night when I promised to show you a nice, cool little toy that we've been playing with for monitoring not just tire pressure, but tire temperature? Well, I could have had that ready. It would have been like, whew. This little guy, made by Blue TPMS. So this actually screws right onto the stem. Now they make internal TPMS as well, but obviously we have the factory ones on the 4Runner, and so you might wonder, well, don't you already have like tire pressure monitoring? Yes, I do, but it doesn't give me actual pressure readout. So if I'm aired down, I've already got a light. And if I've already got a light, how do I know if I've got a flat? So this is going to allow me to watch low tire pressures down to like 8 psi using this little guy right here, and tire temperature. I'll show you how it works. Let's put all these back on and fire up the app. All right, so we've got all the units installed. Right now I'm throwing some errors. I'm gonna share the screen with you just real quick to show you what I'm seeing. Now, unfortunately, I'm having a problem in the app itself with this navigation bar from Android. When I first installed the app, everything worked great. And then Android updated, and ever since then, this bar is blocking the tire temperature. But if you turn it sideways, it's no big deal. You can see the temperatures right there. So we're at about 50 degrees. We got 55.4 on the right front because it's in the sun. So these errors that it's throwing right now, we're going to go into the settings, and under monitored pressure range settings, we have a range set for the vehicle. So when I'm on the road, I want it to give me an error when it drops below, 34, 35. So I can adjust these warning ranges. You can also set it up to alarm for over temperature as well. So default is 176 degrees Fahrenheit. We probably want to drop that down just a little bit, just so we know kind of what's going on. So right now I'm going to go in here and adjust my warnings. All right, so we're still really low in the rear. We're at 11.2, 11.6. Some people are going to scream at me and say that that's far too low. I'm going to blow a bead and all this stuff. But that's about right for some of the stuff that we've been riding, and the speed that we've been riding at. That's the key. It's the speed that we've been riding at so that we're not hitting any sharp obstacles and compressing that sidewall into the rim of the tire. It's a little bit extreme. I wouldn't recommend everyone run that, but for that trail we were on yesterday, that was about right. My air compressor is having some issues, and we talked about that a little bit last night. I think I'll be able to air up a little bit, but I don't want to press my luck. I want to run this last trail at the tire pressure that we're at, and then see if I can get enough in it to get us home. So let's get on the trail, and we'll keep a track on our tire pressure here, make sure we don't get any flats. And then if we can't air all the way up the way that we want to, it'll allow us to keep an eye on the tire temperature, because that is what really degrades a tire, is overheating it. So handy little app, handy little devices. You can also add up to, I think they said 32 Bluetooth nodes on this. So we'll be putting these on the trailer as well. Help us keep track of where we're at back there. Pretty handy, pretty handy. I'll put a link to the product somewhere down in the description. So just go down there and you'll find all the details on that. I like it.
Wish I'd known you when you were young, riding 3 sheets to the wind towards the sun. Did you dream of, what did you want from the life set before you were young? I wish I'd known you were strong. Did you run like the devil till the dawn? Were you a sailor? Did you catch the wind? Command the sea, sky, and anchors under them? These are questions I'm asking you, 'cause I don't know you half as well as I think I do. Time runs over, life's begun. Will you return to who you were when you were young? wish I'd known you were brave. Did you stand up for what is right or just what paid? When you fought, were you feared by the men with evil voices in their ears? Or did you carry inside your coat? Was it love or was it drugs or maybe both? Who did you worship? Who did you trust? Was it God or something flawed just like us? These aren't questions I'm asking you, 'cause I don't know you half as well as I think I do. Time runs over, life's begun. You return to who you were when you were young. How'd you feel when you saw her eyes? Did your heart skip a beat? Did it capsize? And when you loved, was it enough? Were you empty and let the whiskey fill you up? But I think I knew you when you were young. A man can't change who he's been, where he's from. I wander often, will I be? Who I am is who you are inside of me. Who I am is who you are inside of me. These aren't questions I'm asking you, 'cause I don't know you half as well as I think I do. Time runs over, life's begun. Will you return to who you were when you were young? These are questions I'm asking you, 'cause I don't know you half as well as I think I do. Time runs over, life's begun. Will you return to who you were when you were young? Will you return to who you were when you were young?
Now I know some of you guys who probably are new to the channel are wondering, why in the heck would you drag a trailer through all of this? And there's one simple explanation. Because I can. So as you can see, we are running a bit low. not gotten the mileage that I had hoped for. That slow, long trail yesterday really ate into our numbers. Luckily, I do have 4 gallons, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in before we roll out. Soon though, very soon, I will not have to worry with auxiliary fuel tanks. Well, not the kind that you move around by hand anyhow. It's gonna be cool. How does 57 gallons of fuel sound? We're gonna find out. Stay tuned. This has literally been 15 minutes. I hate these things. Especially with the California compliant nozzle on it. Hey, we're done. Yeah, a little splatter. Gas for everyone. I am so excited about our upcoming mod. Guys, it's gonna make you wonder, why did I ever fool with these things? Now they have their purpose. Not knocking them. They've saved our bacon plenty of times. They are worth the effort when you need them. But if you're going to go long distances frequently in a gas guzzler, it's going to be good. Bit of a casualty there. How did it knock that off? But this guy is still here, albeit a little bit bruised as well. Get it, boy. Alright, so we got aired up, but it did take twice as long. So my suspicion is that this side is hot and this side is just warm. So this guy is what, 160, and this guy is 103. So this side over here is just not pumping air at all. Guess we get to figure that one out. Been such a good compressor too, man. Alright, now the show's over. Time to drive home. Hey, Travis.